the NFL. And the focus is on Jacoby Myers. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Dreadnoughts and the 49ers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They returned home after playing in London last week, but it was a good trip as they came home a winner.
And that's a long flight when you lose, but not half as bad when you come home with a victory and full of bangers and mash.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here in London. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Back to throw here. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Hold on.
Up the middle they go. Elam. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. A big play there. 44 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To the air again. Goff. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Over the middle, he's got Myers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. And coughed it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dreadnoughts offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December. He sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Goff, and a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the gun, here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline, so that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field, and after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And this is taken in at the 5. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dreadnoughts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Starting the drive with Algier. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. They'll stick with Algier. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Back to throw, Goff. That's complete into the hands of Myers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On 3rd down, Elam. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there. 52 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dreadnoughts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll run for it with Algier. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The Dreadnoughts offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Now, he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
He's got a man, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There goes Green. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dreadnoughts offense and Jacoby Myers head out for this next drive. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
On third down, Elam, and his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
Shoves him aside. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elam, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Goff now looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Up the middle they go. Elam. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Welcome back now here in London, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now Goff. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Dreadnoughts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On 1st down, Elam. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Elam.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now that's a killer, because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4 sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dreadnoughts stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances.
Here it's 3rd and 3. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, their home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Goff now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got this to Algier. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Bowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a two-touchdown game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Londoners, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.